What's going on, everybody? Long time no see. Once again, it's been a while, but haven't had much to say or much to talk about other than the same old. So I didn't want to bore you to death, and probably still will. But thought I would put something out there for you, mainly because I got some beer mail, and wanted to share that for one, and just give you a little, catch up and say hello, let you know I'm still alive. Uh, I have to apologize. I think my last two or three videos, I got comments and I didn't even. I don't want to say didn't even. I didn't take or didn't have time or didn't make time to go back and respond. And I apologize for that. I really do try to go back most of the time and respond to everyone's comments. So hopefully I can still get to that. Maybe it may be a little bit too late now, but I'm still trying to watch everyone's videos. There's so many new folks out there, and a lot of. It's interesting, I've been doing this for what 3 or 4 years now, and I kind of went through my whole thing from the Mr. Beer all the way up to where I'm at now, and I guess you get to that point where you feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again, and but then you see all these new people coming on board, all these new brewers, and you got the experiments going on like with S.J. Pour's new experiment, like we used to do, and you see all these new people excited about that, and I still try to watch as many videos as I can, but some of the I say old timers, but the people that we were all conversing a lot back when I was doing a lot of videos, like BH Brewing and J.O. Malone, and there's so many I won't even start mentioning names, but I still try to watch all your videos and the new folks and B. Meyer and S.J. Pour and Dorf and Craig too, but all you guys that still put out a lot of videos, I still try to watch all I can. But anyway, having said all that, a fellow by the name of Chris was kind enough to send me some beer mail, and he had sent me a message on YouTube a while back and told me he enjoyed my videos, and it's always humbling when people send you those type messages. And I do appreciate that, Chris, and I appreciate you sending me the beers. It's always nice to get a note from someone saying your videos have helped or whatnot in certain different ways, whether it's equipment that I've built in the past and or brewing techniques or whatever. But basically, I got a package from Chris, and I'll just kind of skim over here. Thanks for trying my brew. Never had another brewer drink my beer. I'd like your fair idea. The IPA he's trying to get better at because they're one of his favorites, and has only been brewing for about a year and a half. He also sent a brown ale, and he sent me two IPAs, a brown ale and a pale ale with Alabama hops, which is interesting because at the brewery, my brewing partner just done an Alabama pale ale, I think it was. So Chris, I've already poured your IPA, and that's how much is left of the first bottle. And I don't see it in this. I didn't see it in this note, but I remember you saying something on YouTube. I think about you were thinking it was too malty, or you were concerned about it being too malty or something. So I'm gonna take a sip. If this is your first attempt at an IPA, you should be very proud of yourself. Um, with my sinuses the way they are right now, with the allergies and all this mess going on, which I'm not good at picking out hops and malt at all anyway, when I'm not having allergies and sinus problems. But so I would love to know if you want to send me in a message. I think you got my message. I tried to message you back and something happened, but I'd love to know the technique, your mash temps, your fermentation temps, your yeast, and everything for this, because this is a really good IPA, and you should be very proud. I would not. I hope you're not disappointed in your first IPA, and you should be very proud of it. That's what I'm going to say, because it's really good, and I would drink it if it was for sale. I would buy it, and I'm just being downright honest with you. Okay, I actually did. I was editing this video, and I was reading Chris's went back and read Chris's YouTube message, and Chris, you did mention that you thought the beer was a little malty and the bitterness was okay, but not a lot of hop flavor and aroma. So I just wanted to kind of throw this in there. I don't know what part of the video I'll throw this in there, but I think your balance is okay, really, I do. I don't think I would worry about the maltiness. But I do agree that the bitterness is there. I do get some hop flavor. I don't know what hops you used, but what I was just going to toss out there, and the reason I'm inserting this is, and you may know this from watching my videos, or you may already know this already from IPA, or other people's IPA videos or whatever. But for me personally, on my IPAs, I'll do just a little bit of a bittering addition, and I'll save the rest of the hops, and I'll start slamming it with like 20, 10, and either 5-minute or flame out additions for your hop flavor and aroma. Of course, aroma, there's a lot of stuff that comes into play with that, but for the hop flavor, yeah, just always remember late hop additions. And one of my most popular beers at the brewery, and one of my favorite beers, the Amber, has no bittering addition whatsoever. The hops start at 20 minutes, and that's all. So you get so much more flavor and aroma from those, and you still get the bittering. And if you can whirlpool, do that. If you need, there's plenty of videos out there that talk about whirlpooling. But I did want to throw that in there because I didn't mention it, and I remembered you saying something about it, and I went and looked, and I was editing the video, so I want to just kind of throw this in there. But yeah, if you don't know, and you may know, but you just, if you're trying different techniques or whatever, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong with this IPA, because I love this IPA. And but if you personally are looking for more hop, flavor and aroma, late additions is what I can't stress enough. Late additions from 20 down. So yeah, man, back to the video later. So what else has been going on? Man, it's good beer. I love it when people send me homebrew. It's always great to try other people's beers, and it's also great right now to receive beer because I don't have hardly anything on tap. And you see my kegerator over there, even though I've got 3 tap handles there on the middle tap. A little while back, I don't even know if I've mentioned this in a video, I did like a 2-gallon test batch on the stove upstairs one weekend. Basically what I did is I took my black IPA recipe and did a 2-gallon batch of it, and I dry hopped it. I didn't dry hop it, but I added cocoa nibs after primary fermentation was done. And I added the camera feels like it's way over here, but I'm propping my arm up. I added, I think it was 2 ounces. Yeah, I think it was 2 ounces, and I'd soaked it in vodka because I kind of went back and forth. I think I mentioned Brad. I think I mentioned to you or messaged you about whether you soaked your cocoa nibs and anything, or if you worried about, because I know the alcohol would probably take care of any kind of whatever in the cocoa nibs. But I went ahead and soaked them in vodka for a little, a day or two, and but anyway, I added them, and I think 2 ounces was too much for 2 gallons. 2 ounces too much for 2 gallons. So I mean, it's okay. I don't think I would do it again. I wouldn't make that beer again like it is. It's just, I don't know. It's just too much cocoa, I guess. To that, if you've ever had a beer with cocoa nibs and you get that little, it's just too harsh, I guess, and it kind of takes away from the bitterness of the beer or the bitterness of the hops that I used. So I would either probably drop it down to maybe 1 ounce and try it again, or either leave it like it is and bump up the hops to kind of offset it a little bit if I wanted that much in there. So I don't know. But what I said all that to say this, that's probably a gallon and a half left. I haven't poured that much off of it. And when that's gone, Jake is done on the kegerator because there's nothing else on tap. And that sucks, man. I don't know, a month ago I took my kegerator, took it apart, and was cleaning all the lines and everything. Took some beer out of there that my Pilsner ran out. My Bonfire Ale ran out, and so when I took everything apart and cleaned everything, I had some cider from that I brewed last August that I put back on. It lasted just a little bit. It ran out. So basically all I have is like a gallon and a half of black IPA that I don't really like that great. And it's sad. It's really sad because here I have been brewing almost 4 years, and I've never been this low on beer that I can remember at home. Of course you can go buy it. I'm making it every weekend almost at the brewery, and I can get beer up there, all the time. But I feel like I'm still a home brewer. I want to have home brew on tap, and there's no time. I know y'all get sick of hearing that. I know there's other people out there in my same boat. Glitch, I know you're struggling with time right now, and J.O. Malone, props to you. I know you got a new baby too, and Gary, I know you're crazy busy. This is, it's just too much right now, and I can't. The last time I brewed a double brew day here, I had to take a day off from work and just come home and brew, and that's long gone by now. So it sucks, but it is what it is. For everything else I'm doing is worth it. But definitely need to have a brew day at home, and just I could buy a keg up there and bring it home, but I just I miss home brewing and trying new things. And there's just so many beers that I like. Even some new beers I've done up there that I've not done here, like an all Mosaic IPA that's really just basic as you can get with, I can't remember the bittering hop. It wasn't Mosaic. It was maybe Chinook. I can't remember. But the rest of it was Mosaic. You're talking about fruity, like melon and all this. Mostly melon, I guess. And maybe, I can't remember what the other little flavor I got out of it. But it's just a really good summer IPA. So if you've not used Mosaic, it's like a really basic grain bill, just like 2-row and probably some crystal malt, just a little bit. And so yeah, I'd like to brew that here. I'd like to brew my black again here, and just to have some beer on tap here. But what do you do? But anyway, it is what it is. The brewery's rocking. Oh, I actually did make some cider. There's my cider. I did take one Saturday. I mean, how hard is it to make cider? So, excuse me. That on top there is raisins. If you was wondering like what the crap's floating on top. So, yeah, 5 gallons of apple juice, and I used brown sugar this time, Montrachet wine yeast. Then I threw like 2 of the little small packs of raisins in there that I also soaked in vodka. Kind of as a yeast nutrient, and kind of as to see if I can get some flavor out of them. I chopped them up. Don't know if I will or not, but the cider is just so good, and that cider that ran out, man, it's sick, because I made it for my wife's birthday, like I said, last September, and it didn't all get drank at her party, so I just kind of pushed it to the side and let it sit. And when a beer would run out, I'd put it on and pour a glass or 2, and then it seemed like I'd have some more beer. I was making beer here at the time, and I'd kind of push it off to the side, and so it sat for September, October, 6 months maybe, and it was just really good, and it ran out, and I was like, crap. So I should have already had some being made, and I've got another carboy in there. I should be getting another one going. But that's been like maybe 2 or 3 weeks now. It's really cloudy. I think it's probably finished out. I can't remember if I racked that over. I remember I went 6 weeks before I kegged it on my previous 2 batches, but I can't remember if I done it over to a secondary or not. I remember it clearing up pretty well after about 5 or 6 weeks. But I don't know. I have to go back and watch my own videos because I don't remember. And the last one finished out really dry, like .999. It was like 10% alcohol. So I'm curious to see what this one will do. It's just been sitting there in the basement. No temperature control, even though my fermentation chamber's open in there. I just thought I'd set it in here and let it do its thing, since that yeast has such a wide temperature range, and I feel like I'm rambling. But yeah, I do have that going, so I may have to put some gelatin or something there to clear it or transfer it. I'll figure that out later. Other than that, yeah, the brewery's still moving along. News on the brewery, we finally did commit to a 10-barrel system, so it's on order and been on the way. So here about the end of, I think it's probably due in the 1st of August. So we're getting a 10-barrel system, and I've got to sit down and formulate or upscale my recipes to 10 from 10-gallon batches to the 10-barrel batches, which is going to be fun, and I've got to do all that, and there's just so much to do and so little time to do it. The kiddo's doing great. My son's fixing to turn 1 year old. Unbelievable. Here in a few weeks. I just had another grandson. My daughter had my second grandson this past Monday, so I'm a grandpa again. So grandpa, new dad, grandpa again. So yeah, my life is a whirlwind. But other than that, everything's just, going good. Just something going on all the time, staying busy. The wife and kids right now are gone somewhere. I don't remember where they're at. They're at some kind of something. But anyway, I thought I would take the time while I had a few minutes to try Chris's beer, and towards the end here, and good beer. I'm just trying to get all the flavors in as it warms. This beer is so much better as it warms up to 50, 55 degrees. If you don't do that, you really should. It's okay to pour it cold and obviously store it cold, but when you pour a beer, go ahead and try it, cold, and then let it warm up. And I'm sure most of you do, because you're not going to chug a craft beer. You let it sit, and hopefully you're drinking it out of a glass. I'm anal about that, kind of a beer snob when it comes to drinking from a bottle or a glass. But yeah, let it sit and enjoy those flavors as it warms. You'd be amazed at the different flavors and aromas you get as the beer goes from cold to, or from 30s in the 30s to the low 50s. But I think I've said about all I'm going to say. I can't think of anything else that's going on. My hop plant, I just happened to think about that. It came busting out this year, and I cut it back to like 4 binds, and last year, I got like 12 hops off of it. So this year, right now, it's up to like 6 foot high. The longest bind's up to like 6 foot high. So I've already added another section of pole, and I'm not going to show that because everybody knows what a hop plant looks like. But probably what I'll do, since I don't get to brew much here, is if I do get a good yield off of it this year, I'll take those hops up to the brewery, and we're already talking about maybe making some kind of a hop back to actually serve through. I think it'd be kind of cool to serve. We got a filter that we use, and you can actually use it for like a Randall type deal, and just serve through the Cascade hops or Cascade. So yep, that's about it. Don't know what else to say. Like I say, I just want to catch up and give Chris a shout out. Thanks again. I'm going to enjoy this and try to hold off on the other one until the wife gets home. Maybe not tonight. If not tonight, another day. But really good IPA, brother. And like I say, be proud, because the head retention's hanging around. I mean, you can see how long I've been sitting here jabbering, and nice job. Message me. Let me know. Give me the details. All right. I'm done. I appreciate you coming by my channel. I think, I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, I'm over 1,000 subscribers. I looked the other day and I was like, really? There's over 1,000 people that watch my stuff or have subscribed in the past. I'm sure it goes up and down. I'm sure a lot of people don't ever come and watch my stuff, but still to know that, that there's been that many people come by, and some of my videos are way on up there in numbers. Some of the older videos, where I detailed like building stuff or whatever, and it's much appreciative. I really do appreciate that. It's humbling, and hopefully here, I don't know when I'll throw the next video up, but if something changes, I'll video something. But if nothing else, maybe the next video you'll see is the nice big 10-barrel system, big to me, coming in, and get some video footage of that. So. Oh, cheers, brew on. All you home brewers, keep at it. And again, thanks for everything, all the comments. I still get messages, comments, emails, and all that good stuff. And I do appreciate it. Appreciate you coming by the channel. Comments, questions, lay them on me. Later.